amazing how effective that just howling can be.
I found that out about 25 years ago because all my buddies started calling coyotes, and I was bow hunting later in the year, and they were getting my spots before I got there. So I figured out the howling from a friend. There's a guy making a howler in Wyoming out of PVC pipe, plastic milk jug reed, and some castration bands on it. And I used that for quite a few years. But by howling, it was double my chances where them coyotes had already been called in, and it can double your chances too, because it's just amazing how it works. And there's several howls. We'll start with if you can only learn one howl, this would be it, the interrogation.
Well, I know that when you first started teaching me the technique about the language, speaking the language of coyote, you used the word siren, and that really made sense to me because it starts out low, it's like a siren.
Yeah, just like like a siren, and it's a non-threatening howl to any coyote out there. Pups will come into it. I don't mean
by interrogation, you mean that a coyote is sitting down there saying, "I'm over here. Who's over there? Who's
what's going on? Are you going to howl back at me? You want to go hunting? You want to go dating?
Yeah, you want to go fighting?
Yeah. So that's kind of how it is, and
you can do this interrogation howl on the hot dog,
the little dog,
the mouth call,
the double whammy.
Yep. A lot of different calls.
And then the reason you want to do it on all those is because they're all different pitch and they have different texture, and the coyotes get onto it. And what you can do, you can howl a couple, 3 times on one of them, wait a little bit, nothing happens, howl a little bit on another one. So like this is they can tell it's higher pitch, lower pitch, or different sound.
They might think another coyote is drawing that coyote.
Right, just like when you're turkey calling. How come you have a box call and a striker and a friction call and a
slate call?
Yeah, you want to sound like different hens. You want to sound like different coyotes. The more the merrier.
Gotcha.
All right, we'll start with the old hot dog, and what you do, tip her up, and you just make that siren howl. Remember,
you're using the wooden hot dog,
yeah.
And I've got the plastic, and I really can't tell us any difference.
No, I can't either. I mean, they just look nicer, but sound-wise, I can't really tell any difference, louder or whatever. But again, we tip them up. The main thing here is to tip it up at a 45-degree angle. Don't tip your head up. They just work a lot better. And you can use your lips on top, or you can use your teeth. Either one. Some guys use the lip over the bottom and the teeth on the top.
Press down on the reed with your lips.
Yep. And
or
then,
your teeth.
Right. And you just slide back. Remember, low to high. Go up and in. You can also, what I like to do is I bite a little bit. That depresses the reed. I'll just do that once without sliding. So you can get a little bit of creep just with your teeth.
Well, when I've tried to teach people at different trade shows and whatever, try to do this, the number one mistake they make, I'll tell them exactly what you just said to tip the call, and they'll take it every time and go,
yeah, just straight out.
This makes a difference.
Oh, a lot of difference, yep. And then the other big mistake they make, I was a music teacher, they breathe from the throat or from the chest. You want to take a big breath, especially when you do the low howls on the low end, because more air is going through the call. It's not bit down on and choked out as much as the higher ones. So people go, and they run out of air. But you have to breathe from your diaphragm and push from down below. And a lot of people try to blow too hard, and their air goes out right away. You don't have to blow that hard. Farther in, you got the old male. If you just slide a little ways, about halfway, it's like a medium coyote. Right on the tip, you get that pup howl. And a little bark, you can put a little bark in front of the siren howl. It doesn't hurt. No, you just
siren, the same as interrogation.
Yeah, just pop, pop, just like that. Pop, pop, pop it with your teeth or your lip. But if you don't want to do a whole lot of that, or you start sounding like warning howls and all that, but just be long. You can't hardly make a mistake, really. Coyotes aren't perfect.
All right, we'll do one siren or interrogation howl for us.
Okay. Been doing it for...
Do bark and then do one.
Okay. Just kind of ease off it and just let it disappear. Now, like I said, now if you answer back, now you can use a little dog. It's higher pitched. It's got a little bit of an edge,
And that's
a
the
little rasp
little
to it.
dog long range.
Yep, with the barrel on it. And if you stay in on it, it's like a lower pitch. If you stay in the middle and go up higher, it's like a putt. A lot of times, we're sitting there, one buddy can blow one, the other buddy can blow the other one. And then we have the mouth howlers. And the double is the one I always like to start with, and it's a little lower pitch. You can make it high, but it works good for the low pitch. And you get this sound.
Very, very effective.
Siren again.
Now we make two howlers that when they come. This is the sonic dome. This is a little higher pitched.
Right.
And this is a little lower pitched. And
Right.
the mouth calls are easy to use. You want the bottom reed down. That's the yellow reed. You want it down, and you want to take it and put it on your tongue like a piece of candy, and you want your tongue about that far past the reed. So it's about in the middle of your mouth.
Right.
If you put this call too far back, it's going to gag you. If you
Right.
put it too far forward, it's going to touch your front teeth, and we don't want it touching your front teeth, and we don't want it gagging you. So you're going to find that little middle spot, and then you press your tongue just like this up against the reed, and let it seal against the roof of your mouth, and just blow air. It's like
Right.
it's like forming the letter S. S. All the air is going between your tongue and the roof of your mouth. With the call in your mouth, it becomes the roof of your mouth, and all the air goes between the reed and your tongue. And then
Now, what I do, I make an O, just a perfect O. Now here's the dome one. It's higher pitch. I'll blow it with my hand and megaphone first. And I'll blow it without. See the volume you lose?
Yep.
No. It's just harder to do.
Right. Now the diaphragm calls come
Right.
with this little horn.
In the package, yep.
Yeah, in the package. And one of the techniques that makes it work even better, you can put it up to your mouth like this. But you can take your hand and wrap it around it
Yeah.
and kind of make an extension, and so
Right.
you're actually blowing into your hand.
Even makes it louder and a little different sounding.
Yep.
And one other thing you do, usually anymore, I keep one of them in my cheek, usually the dome one. The whole time I said, I'll be howling with a hot dog with this in there. And when them coyotes come in, I'll move it over to my mouth. So I'm all ready. Boom!
So you can do the kaya with
Right?
it.
All you do is just, aye, take your tongue and push up quick. Aye,
Slam it
aye,
up there,
yeah.
and making that air hit it hard.
All right, so interrogation howl works great. And this is one of the biggest questions I get. Now, Randy, do you always howl every time? I have for 30 years at least now. I always howl first. You get their attention, and it doubles your chances because they think there's a coyote there. They may not answer, and they may not come to it, but as soon as you go to that distress, they
So
think
just
that
from-
coyote has got a rabbit.
Just from experience, if you go and sit down and blow nothing but a prey sound, jackrabbit, cottontail, the next time you go and you blow a howl and then do the prey sound, you think howling and prey sounds double your chances.
Yeah,
of calling
because they
them.
think there's an actual coyote there. Now he's got a rabbit, and either one that makes them mad, they're stealing one of their rabbits, or they want to get a leg of it. It doesn't. It'll bring pups. It'll bring adults. A lot of people, like you see these chat boards on the internet. A lot of them say, "Oh, you should never howl like too big of a coyote because you'll never. The younger ones will never come." Well, you're going to see on some of this footage right now that that's not true.
That's right.
I mean, I've howled in with the old hot dog. Woo! To have coyotes 60 yards away. Little pups come up there and howl.
Yeah, so to recap, the interrogation howl is the same as a siren howl.
Right.
And-
And if you
and
can only
you're-
learn one, it's the one to learn.
And
yeah.
you're saying, I'm over here. Let's come on. Let's go for
Right.
some barroom fighting.
Yeah.
Let's mate. You can say, whatever. You're telling other coyotes that you're there.
Right. And don't feel bad or worry about if they don't howl back, because a lot of times they'll surprise you. There might be just one, "Woo!" and he might do a howl and be right there in a second, or they come silent. So many of them don't come. They don't answer, but they're just on you before you even get to your distress.
You can do this interrogation or siren howl on the hot dog. You can do it on the little dog
Yep.
with either the long range
Remember,
voice.
in farther is older coyotes, out is younger. You can change the
You
pitches
can also
on
do it
them.
on the
Right, you could, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just going to be higher pitched like a pup.
Right, yep.
You can do it on the
Oh yeah,
whammy.
double whammy. Yep. You can do single shut. Remember, we shut it off.
Do that. Do one on that for us.
You can move it to the side. Move it to the narrow reed side.
Higher pitch.
And bring them both in. Just do them along, and you're gonna be surprised.
And then you can also use the diaphragm call,
right?
Or you can keep it in your mouth, so after you shoot one, you can do the ki-yi to stop another one.
Right. So I mean, you got a lot of going on here, folks. You ready? Let's watch some of this howling, man. After some interrogation howls, these coyotes come out. I switched to the little dog and gave him some pup howls. Now they're going to sing to me. These coyotes are about not quite a half mile away here. Still not interested, so I'm going to switch to some distress on a little dog.
I've done it.
Here he comes.
That's why howling works so good. They think that little pup that was howling over there I was doing has got a rabbit now, so they're going to come steal it. The female's going to go around the hill to our left, but the old male is going to step right out in front of us. Well, if you're worried about a coyote being too close to you when you howl that you might scare him off, this ought to maybe change your mind. There's a coyote sleeping just a few posts down to the left. Woolie's sitting beside me, and we got some shooters there looking the other direction. He just comes out of the grass right there. It's a young male coyote. There's actually some other coyotes howling he's looking at in the distance. He's about to go back to sleep.
Go ahead. Take your time.
Well, Willie, that was something, wasn't it? How far is that? 120 yards? 30
Yeah, bro, I can't believe you walked up there, put the power dog on that post, and that kite was sleeping just up the fence.
Well, here again, I'm really letting it rip on the hot dog. I mean, I'm blowing loud as I can like an older coyote. You're about to see two pups come up to these howls. They're only about 5-6 months old. This is October. Doesn't seem to bother them. Within about a minute, they show up. They're howling, I hear you, Daddy, where you at? You'll have to watch the video to see the rest of the story. Here it's really windy. I let her rip and two coyotes jump up right in front of us after one howl out in the grass.
John, right there in front of us.
Now, normally when you have a pair of them coming in, you take the back one first, because the front one usually turns around and runs the other direction. That gives you more shots at him. He's a little closer to start with, but here that's not the case. Take him, the other one's going to go right on by. Sean has a hard time getting him on the camera, but I'm going to nail him on the run here. There, you can see him laying right there.
Oh no. One howl. One stinking howl. One howl, folks.